All right, let's talk about Figma. Today, we're diving into the tool that pretty much blew up the world of digital design. It took a process that used to be done all alone and turned it into this real-time collaborative jam session for the whole team.
Now, to really get why Figma is such a big deal, you have to remember what life was like before. The old design process was this painful loop. You design something in a vacuum, export it, email it off, and then just wait and wait for feedback, just to do it all over again. With Figma, that whole nightmare gets replaced by just two words: design together.
And believe me, the old way was pure chaos. Designers were basically working on their own separate islands. This created these huge communication gaps, endless email threads, and a problem that honestly cost companies so much time and money: version control.
Does this look familiar? I bet it does. This slide just perfectly captures the nightmare. Which file is the real final one? Is it final_v2 or is it final_for review? This wasn't just messy. It wasted so many hours and sometimes led to developers building the completely wrong thing. The system was just begging for a change. And that change, that revolution, was Figma. It came in and just tackled these problems head on. How? By moving the entire design process right into your web browser. It made everything accessible, real-time, and, the most important part, collaborative. And this right here, this is probably the simplest, most powerful way to get it. Think about it. Just like Google Docs let everybody type in the same document at the same time, Figma did that for design. All of a sudden, designers, developers, project managers, they could all be in the same file on the same canvas at the same time. This just massively sped up how quickly a product could get to market. But to really appreciate why this is so huge, we kind of need to understand who this tool is even for. So what is a modern designer anyway? What are they actually doing all day? Well, at their very core, a modern designer is a problem solver. It's not just about making things look pretty. It's this amazing blend of art, tech, and even psychology, all working together to create something that's not just beautiful, but truly useful. And to be a great problem solver, a designer needs this really unique mix of skills. They need empathy to really get what their audience needs, which, by the way, Figma helps a ton with through quick prototyping. And you see that last one on the list, communication? That is exactly where Figma's real-time collaborative DNA just shines. Of course, the word designer is super broad. You've got graphic designers making logos, web designers focused on websites, and UI/UX designers building out entire digital experiences. The real power of Figma is that it gives all of them a common playground, a shared language, so they can all work together on the same project without stepping on each other's toes. Okay, so we've got the why. Now let's take a quick peek inside the toolbox to understand the how. We're just going to focus on a couple of the big ideas that make Figma work so well without getting too lost in the weeds. First up, the canvas. Just imagine a massive, endless digital whiteboard, a place where every screen, every idea, every single version of your project can all live together. The whole team can get to this one space, from anywhere, at any time, so no more hunting for files. Everything is right there, creating what we call a single source of truth for the entire company. So this brings us to a massive challenge in digital design, right? When you're working on an app that has hundreds of screens, how in the world do you make sure every single button, every icon, every color is exactly the same? One tiny change could mean hours and hours of boring manual updates. The answer is components. Okay, think of a component as like a master element. So you design one perfect master button, and then you use copies or instances of it all over your project. But here's the magic. When you need to change something, you just edit that one master button and bam, instantly all 100 copies update automatically. It's the ultimate single source of truth for all your little design pieces. And what all this really shows is that Figma isn't just a tool for one specific task. No, it's built to support the entire journey of creating a product, from the very first messy sketch all the way to the final handoff to the engineers. You can start with rough wireframes, build them out into beautiful, high-fidelity mockups, and even create clickable prototypes that feel like the real thing, all in one place. You get feedback right on the design with live comments, and the final handoff to developers is so much smoother because they're looking at the exact same file. It's this one seamless workflow that just gets products built better and way, way faster. So as we start to wrap this up, it's really important to see the bigger picture here. The real impact of Figma goes so far beyond just pixels on a screen.
It's really about changing the whole culture of how teams work together.
This quote really just nails it, doesn't it? By letting people work at the same time, Figma tears down the walls between departments. It encourages a design process that's more of a conversation, more fluid, and in the end, way more creative. When it comes down to it, Figma's greatest trick was turning design from this lonely solo activity into a true team sport. It created this shared space where everyone, from marketing to engineering, even the CEO, could jump in, share ideas, and build better products together.
And that leaves us with this really cool question for the future. By making design more open and more accessible than it has ever been, Figma has basically invited everyone to the party. The only question left is, what amazing things are we all going to create together?